Yeah, right. I think last week we did around 1,600. Yeah, so yeah, roughly. I know, it's crazy. You know what? We woke up one morning and we had 4,000 followers on our Instagram. We're thinking, oh my goodness,
From 100 plus to 4,000.
what's today going to be like? And it just went bang. Mind you, we were not organised at all. My mum and my auntie owned a deli out in the eastern suburbs in the early 70s, and they'd be so particular about the size that they wanted. And I do recall mum actually putting the knife up against the block of cheese or whatever, and I don't know, I just thought, why aren't we buying cheesecake like that? Can I just put the music on, Zach? We're based in Collingwood, in Melbourne, Australia. The journey began probably 18 months ago.
Where we produced the Basque Cheesecake, and we introduced it at the South Melbourne market through Joy Cupcakes, and it became this mini thing. The kitchen we had was getting too small for it, but we wanted to take it further.
So the operation starts with these guys starting at 4 a.m. and then working out the logistics around how and where, when we bake them, ready for the next tray the next morning. Yeah. So we would do roughly about 1,600 a week at this stage. You know, we don't make 400 over 4 days. We would sometimes have to do 600 or 800 in one day and then ease it off as we get later in the week, because obviously we open, and then we've got the logistics of how much refrigeration we have at the moment to be able to actually store them all at this point. Yumi has an amazing talent as well of actually folding our papers. She's so detailed and so precise. Okay, you ready for this? Sorry, you're saying 5/8.
I'm saying 525.
525? Oh! Yeah.
Amazing.
Terrific. Good on you. Cheers. Hello, how are you? How you going? Good.
Get 2 slices of the pandan.
The pandan? Sure.
We started the pandan cheesecake, which has been phenomenal. Being in Melbourne, pandan became a trend and we followed the trend. We're working on the Basque cake, which is also... Sorry, can I start again?
That's okay.
So we're currently working on the pandan Basque, which the pandan we source from up in Queensland. So we make it here we grow here in Australia.
I mean, the value of getting everything locally is obviously, one, it's here in Australia, and obviously being able to actually get something like a pandan leaf that's you could only probably get frozen or part and refrigerated from another country. But here, we can actually get it shipped down 2-3 times a week from north of Queensland. Yeah, it's gorgeous. We consider a slice about 130 grams. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrific. It's 160. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No one complains. Good on you. Cheers.
It's a chocolate layered cheesecake. And we work with Hunted and Gathered for the cheesecake, and again, they're Melbourne based as well.
Why do you need to commit to a whole slice if you only want, you know, a small portion of it? And that's how that concept sort of began. And then from there, it was all about, well, hang on, Tick, why don't we actually wrap it up in the same manner? Why don't we actually tag it in the same manner? Everyone's got a story around cheesecake, and that was really important for us to bring that to the table as well, literally. So you actually walk up and have that idea of, you know, the idea of actually tasting it all just really works well, and customers love it. I love a New York cheesecake. It's so nostalgic for me. It reminds me of sitting in St Kilda on Ackland Street, enjoying a baked cheesecake with my father. You know, it's just, everyone's got a story around cheesecake.
Well, 1
You know, someone said to me the other day, a customer said to me, well, what's the minimum I can have? And I said to him, well, the minimum is probably whatever I can smear off the tip of my knife, which is probably a gram. So you don't need to spend a certain amount of money to be able to taste or have a taste of something uniquely made here in Melbourne, like so many other beautiful things that we have here. You know, from croissants to tarts to gorgeous breads, you know, it just keeps going. And we feel like we're part of that team, or we're part of that offering, aren't we, to our customers, and they love it.
We wanted to take the cheesecake back to its original, so from the New York to the Basque. I like things pared back, I like the simplicity of it, and because of the simplicity of the cake, there's no hiding behind different levels of flavour.
You know, even technically for us, which is probably not correct, to go from a round to a rectangle, was the formation of being able to find that centre point, because that centre point is actually the closest, the less distance to the side. So when you do actually slice through and eat a cake of that sort of shape, you'll find that it tends to be a lot more creamy in the middle. Yeah.
And then we've got the no bake, and the no bake has got a milk biscuit. I wanted to create a no bake. Again, you know, it's what your grandmother, your mother used to make, but I did want to eliminate the use of gelatin in the cake to set the cake. So what we do is we blast chill the cake to -40 and then brought back to temperature so it keeps the consistency so you can actually slice that cake.
You know, we're fortunate to have people come from other parts of the world to join us and experience this whole thing. But a lot from interstate, and of course a lot from Melbourne and Collingwood in particular. Yeah.
What's the best, the first one?
It's pandan.
No pandan. So 4 of the pandan. Good. Yeah, good. You guys have got a strong accent. Where are you from? New Zealand. You've come so far. I'm going to give you some chocolate to take away as well. I'll just. Yeah. No, not a worry. It's a long way to come. It's a long way to come. So many customers ask us, oh, what are you going to do with the space? And, you know, when are tables and chairs coming? And I kind of, my only response to that is that if we had tables and chairs here, you and I wouldn't have that conversation. We wouldn't be sitting here talking, and you wouldn't know who I am, I wouldn't know who you are. You would just be purchasing our cheesecake, and off you go.